All right. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but you know what? I'm just gonna not drop it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome yourselves to. I think this is the Youth Zest upper bracket qualifiers. So you've got Team Untouchables, and on the other side you have the famous Cmok. So two very well-known teams. Distinctive styles, Cmok being the more aggressive, while Team Untouchables is filled with a bit more veterans and a few of the old dogs. But to be honest, I'm not aware of their distinctive pattern just yet. But let's get on to the game. Talk about the bands first. Pangolier, Visage, and Nyx. All right, so the Pango is a respect band for Infinity, aka False. That's a good one. Visage is probably just a general ban because Cmok Wolfsbane plays Visage moderately well. Nyx Assassin is just a general hunch hero that nobody likes to face. Meanwhile, Cmok, they took out Skywrath Mage. Maybe because Fire or one of them loves to play Sky, that's fine. Warlock is a meta hero, ATM. It's doing fantastic with its recent Golem drops and huge AoE teamfight presence. And Pudge, maybe because maybe nobody likes Pudge, okay? Maybe nobody wants to get hooked out. Maybe they don't have enough units or crowd control AoE, whatnot. So, yeah. Talking a bit about the picks, Sand King and Jakiro for Cmok. Now, this gives them a lot of flexibility, a lot of options to choose whether or not to transition and place that Sand King into the support vessel, or perhaps move it off lane with the Jakiro. Or you could have Jakiro perhaps accompany mid or top lane. Really, Jakiro and Sand King, both very flexible heroes that can go almost anywhere around the circle. So Cmok keeping themselves open, while Team Untouchables, they've already revealed their roamer. Now, Tusk, he can't offlane like the old times, definitely not as strong as he used to be. A lot of significant nerfs in terms of timing, yeah. Since Shard's timing is now 17 seconds, that's crazy. And Vengeful Spirit, so they will reveal their two early game supports right on. Same thing with Cmok, but lesser flexibility, meaning they can't really open up themselves to the top lane or mid lane. They mostly have to try and rotate between mid, but they do have casual TP-ins, and that might just work. Compared to the Sand King Jakiro, which is more of like a build-up lane with the Caustic and the Liquid Fire. The Vengeful and Tusk operate with rather burst, but it has to be significant burst on conjunction and well-timed, or it just won't work. Meanwhile, Sand King plus Jakiro is a definite pain in the ass for any carry or any potential. But regardless, moving on, going to the second phase of the ban. And I really wish I had my phone because I'm hungry. I have a burger stored in the fridge, but classical Viper ban. National hero of Bangladesh, well respected throughout anyone who can just press two buttons and win their mid lane, practically. But yeah, nevertheless a good ban. What else do we have? We've got what? We've got a lot of picks, mostly the offlane, I would have to say, but I think they can. Zeus. Okay, so perhaps Cmok, they wish to run something like a Tinker or Queen of Pain, perhaps something that is mobile, fragile, but won't suffer from too much exposure, foresight, or vulnerability. Or I can't say the word properly. A Dragon Knight is banned out. Why Dragon Knight though? I guess it is a very difficult hero just in general to gank, and the new set is absolutely badass. I mean, to the 2-3 people tuning in and watching, it's been absolutely phenomenal, the set. It's so cool. You've got like a legit, sad, weary, old face mask armor thing that shrouds your entire face, and it's so beautiful. My God. Hey, speaking of beautiful, Team Untouchables has a banner logo. Look at that. But why does it say KC? KG. That's a G. Yeah, sorry, KG with wings. It's like a 3-year-old wrote it. I've just designed it. But why though? What does KG mean? Oh, who cares? Maybe it's just a custom name, custom game. But yeah, definitely the draft is taking some time, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams still on their toes, thinking about how they can actually map this game out. They've both got their support utility, but now's the big guns. Now they ban out Tinker instead, which is weird because they banned out Zeus. Kind of contradictory, but perhaps they don't have any answer to the Tinker. Nothing that agile to move in the trees and quickly snap out a kill. So instead, I guess a Tinker ban due to discomfort of the hero's presence, which is in general, everyone in the Dota community shares that. Who the hell likes Tinker? Who the hell likes facing Tinker? What is that? That's pure cancer. I don't want to talk about it. Speaking of that, what else do we have? We have the picks now. Now, really vital. As a carry, what would I want to face against Untouchables? Well, since they've got Burst already and Magic, Immune, Piercing, Vitalities, no point picking Lifestealer and whatnot. That's not going to work. Whoa. So Cmok, they strengthen their defenses even more by picking Omni Knight. Now, that does really hinder their offensive capabilities a bit in the early stages because Omni Knight, as we know, doesn't go around too much. But Omni Knight is the off lane, and along with the Jakiro or Sand King, he is pretty powerful. Although they nerfed his goddamn range of purification to hell, but still, 40 seconds on the clock, Team Untouchables, they have to be a bit tense right now, even though they have won game one promisingly in the previous game. It went to late game, mega creeped, and finally a forfeit after a wipe, which was easy. Well, no, I mean, seemed easy at least. And Invoker. Okay. An Invoker against an Omni Knight. A full-on magical assault lineup thus far against an Omni Knight. Well, of course, Invoker can switch it up to the physical build. Yeah, he can. But there is definitely a good trace of magic embedded in Team Untouchables' lineup, but they've got flexibility once again thanks to their mid laner now. He can actually shift his style according to how the game is flowing. So 1 minute on the clock for Cmok. What do they want? Looking to pick out a carry or a mid laner at this point. And against Volker, there are many credibilities. One hero specifically that would do fantastic. Phantom Lancer. Perfect. They've got single target damage, and Invoker, as we know later on, really doesn't fare well against Phantom Lancer after the Diffusal Blade Rush because it's just how the hero functions. Invoker having no credible escape other than Ghost Walk, Tornado, and Ice Wall, none of that really affect the Phantom Lancer due to the Phantom Rush, which practically accelerates you up to 1,000, not given any fucks an hour, and you just pretty much destroy anyone with that speed, as long as you're not, stunned up, taken down, interrupted, or in any way. But regardless of that, yes, I don't think Phantom Lancer mid is going to be an option. Perhaps a Phantom Lancer carry would be great, and even though you have Omni Knight, you can back him up extra with the Angel, the Repel. They go for the classical Lina. Okay, Lina versus a Volker lineup. Now, I would say it really does come down to skill, but Lina has a bit of advantage during the... Oh, I'm so sleepy, good lord. During the level 1 to 4 phase, that is when Lina has a bit of a damage due to her Dragon Slave and Light Strike Array. Damage advantage. But Volker, then again, he can come back with Alacrity real hard. We know his last-hitting capabilities far exceed Lina's. And a Venomancer going to be the probable off-lane or carry, any one, but most likely the off-lane because I don't think you would like to run carry against Omni Knight, carry Venom against Omni Knight. But it isn't that weak either, to be honest. Both off-lane heroes, Venomancer and Omni Knight, are like polar opposites. Venom inflicts damage, Omni Knight negates damage. It's poetic at this point. Very poetic, ladies and gentlemen. But now we're also the carry. Both sides. Draw Ranger, a good ban, a very good ban, I might add. But then again, no, it's still a great ban because you've got Volker, you've got Venomancer. You don't want to be up against the Precision Aura. Not at all. An absolute dangerous hero depending on the circumstance. So that's a good ban out. And now UntouchaBALLS. UntouchaBALLS. Jesus. Who came up with the idea? I don't know, but I should flip a coin. What would they take? 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Not much time. A good carry ban out. Maybe you can ban out Slark. It's definitely Phantom Assassin. But why? Maybe they do know Irie loves to run the Phantom Assassin, and he plays that very astoundingly well. So that does seem quite reasonable. It does. It truly does. But I do fear that a Slark at this point can run rampant. Like, literally. There's nothing to stop him. No proper AoE other than the Tornado and Deafening Blast, and that's... it's a Husker carry. Okay, so they know that Slark is going to have a bit of a difficult time against Husker. But then again, Husker's not somebody who can actually stop Slark either. Husker has a great early to mid-game phase with the Armlet Rush, but look at the lineup of Cmok. You have the Angel, you have the Rebel. What is there to fear? Nothing. And with a Slark that is practically uncatchable under this lineup, Cmok, they've got exactly 1 second remaining at this. Alright. Okay, Life Stealer. Great hero, to be honest. Works quite well, but it can get kited really, really hard thanks to Tusker, thanks to Vengeful, thanks to Veno. Is it good against Husker? Yes, it is. It absolutely is. It's a strength hero, gains more strength. Although Husker isn't a strength hero, he's an agility hero, right? No, he's a strength hero, sorry. I'm mistaking him with Ursa. Regardless, as I said, yeah. So, but the Slark here, untouchable. Like, you have the stuns and whatnot, but the Dark Pact practically removes everything. But then again, yes, a BKB rush is inevitable because of the Poison Nova, Deafening Blast, whatnot. So it does come down to play, and Irie, knowing him, he's a great carry player, very, very stout, stagnant, well-reputed, and he's improved a lot more. Perhaps he's brought more into his fruits of labor, and I will hopefully witness that within just a bit. Let me drink some water and not die. Yeah. Let me read this. Lemon lime. What the hell is lemon? Wait, what? This is in Malay. I don't get it. Try it. What the hell, man? I'm kind of scared. But yes, fear has no place in me. And I'm trying to open the... Ooh. Sorry. Second, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome yourselves to the 2-3 people tuning in on my cast, which is absolutely not even 2-3, probably like 0.1. This is UntouchaBALLS versus Cmok. Game 2, Game 1 taken respectively by UntouchaBALLS, and this is for the Zest qualifiers online, I do believe, but correct me if I'm missing. So let me get on with the instance. You've got a carry solo, not a carry, a solo Omni-Knight striding down on top lane. Bot lane, meanwhile, there's already engagement on Light Strike already. They've got him. Fire. So he faces the complexity of that gank. I don't know how he really didn't see it coming. Really, it was very, very weird. But maybe perhaps the smoke was thrown out and he could not walk out of that situation on Brandel. Regardless, as I was saying, you've got UD on mid, Lino, very well-known mid player. He has been in Cmok's family for a long time now. Taking up the bot lane carry and will be supported by Wolfsbane on Chikero, and finally a fourth position, Sand King played by Salad. So on the Untouchable side, you've got Blame Boy taking up Tusker, and this is no doubt Venomancer, core Venomancer. You've got a carry, Fire, Husker, and supporting him will be Pep. So unusual lineup, to be honest. But they're going to leave Husker to solo top against Infinity. He should be just fine, to be honest. Speaking of just fine, to be honest, let's look at the last hits already. And Lina already has 2 in. No, I fucked that up, didn't I? Yep, I did. Come on. Alright, no, that's good. That's good. As I was saying, so the mid lane matchup, Yuki taking on Booker. Lina does have a bit of an advantage in the early game, and they're pinging out Irie already. They want to contest this. 3 people at bot. And Venomancer, he takes what? Poison Sting in level 1? What is that? What is this build, dude? You're not a mid hero. You're going up against 3 people, and they've got the stun already. The Impale comes in with a 2 breath. That's slowing him down, waiting for the open move. The shards does disconnect the fight. And that'll be enough. Pep, he rotates bot. Maybe they're looking for a kill on Wolfsbane. Where's the stun? Not there yet. Come on, that would have been a kill opportunity right there. Wolfsbane, there it is. Finally the stun. Blame Boy going in on Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane running for his life, and he will make it through thanks to the dual breath. Up here and there, everywhere. Missed opportunity, Divergent could have had the chance to kill him. Let's reverse our focus back on top. I don't know how. Infinity has more HP than Fire, perhaps. He does have the salve, no worries. UD, meanwhile, already burned through the Voker salve, no doubt. I don't think the Voker ball off. So I guess he's waiting for level 3 to just be more volatile. Absolutely. So 2 null talismans already up. Looking smooth, looking good. Good last hits. So they're already ready for Tekka. He doesn't even see it coming. Might go to the right just a bit. Oh no. Brings it out just in case. And there it is. Zawa, the rotating. The stun, the Force Spirit is conjured. But they know they can't take him. The Cold Snap and the Snowball. That will be first blue. No, sorry, not first, but second. And it should be worth it with shards. Beautiful. Beautiful snap to it. And UD just way too far to engage upon that. And you need 2 levels of Dragon. Oh, you're level 4. Sorry, my bad. And he's doing just fine, but he should be a bit more aggressive, to be honest. Poker does have the magic stick, so Tekka, he's gonna do just absolutely fine with that. Alright, last hits. Once again, not too bad. And meanwhile, as I say that, Irie retreats top and gets a kill on Fire. So this is Husker, who is now deemed as the off lane, because apparently, even though he was like 2 levels above, he couldn't snap that. Perhaps the Sand King aided. No, it was just Nyx. I don't know what was that demise. Let's look at the progress in bot lane Infinity. He's got a good amount of levels, so this should be relatively okay for him. But then again, now they're on the rotations all over again. There's the shards. This is on the mark. This could have been a kill probably, but no. It could have done a lot of damage, not a kill, but it doesn't hurt the chances. Venomancer will be rotating up top with no levels of Plague Ward? What is this? I don't know what this build is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're playing Venomancer, this is not the build you go. I highly do not recommend you maxing out Poison Sting. Where's your Plague Ward? Where's your lane command and general control? You can't just gale people and just, you know, walk out of that situation. As I say, that Divergent, he walks into that one. He's right with the open wounds. So if you have TP, no, he doesn't. He looks to fight, but what's the point? Open wounds heals up all the damage Poison Sting does. Really, it's just an effortless fall and a smooth kill for Cmok as they lead the killing scores. And meanwhile, smooth gank up on UD and Tekka. It's an easy kill for him. Very easy kill for him. Got pinged out, and now there is an engagement. He's under 2 breath, and Zawa looks to capitalize on this, absolutely. Eat the tango, but it's not going to save him. There's the shot. disconnects it properly, but not long enough, and the bounty couldn't even catch that. There is the Gale, but he misses it. Doesn't get it, and there is a snowball. Be worth an effort. Wolfsbane. No, beautiful impale by someone. That should seal it. Average, and he picks it up with the poison stick. This is where it's actually coming to use. He's, oh no, the shark system, but it might be worth it. No, it isn't. And now they look to get on Irie. Doesn't have mana. This could have been something, but again, Divergent. The poison stick finally paid off, but just a measly kill. There's a stun Gale with the howl as well. He doesn't have the rage. No matter for that, it did. Zawa's in with the sandstorm. Out sentry down, and finally there it is. They spot out the king, and meanwhile, as I said, that Tekka again grabs a kill on UD with the help of Blame Boy. So Zawa, they're low. Irie, he does have the needs to solve up quickly. No, wants to be productive. Substrike. Yeah, the two shits it. Not a bad try. Definitely a good try by Tekka. Just unfortunate. So smoke up instantly. Look at that productivity. Beautiful shard. Just to scout it out. And they know that they're there with the smoke. Scout it out. He breaks the smoke too. So well done. What? Again, UD. He's scouting for him, but he misses the light striker. The Laguna is out. Going to be worth it. Voker on top of that, we're scaling really high, much higher than Tekka. Tekka, you need to be careful right here. Light striker raise, but UD, this is your moment. You need to grab up upon a kill. Why is he afraid? He's just afraid of the incoming ganks, but even though he does spot them top lane, this is when you should move on. Bot lane, fire. What do you got? You got fire, of course. Infinity not having a good time. It's almost 4, and meanwhile, they take the top lane, there's an engagement. Take him in the soul, plays the death. Pepe sums him up, but there's the one that you care about. Wilson, will it be enough? And he's really low. Irie, the poison stick is gonna hurt him. The sun strike. No, he just misses by this button. Meanwhile, he comes in as well, the Husker. He is stunned up, but it's just going to delay the inevitable. Trying to walk up to Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane, he is low, by the way, but won't turn around for duel. Absolutely walk away. The heal is there. Infinity. But no, this is not the place you want to be. A turbo. Fire. He's going to get it off, and he's going to get the kill. No, the Red actually saves him. And Zawa, he's going to get a kill instead. It's a bloodbath up here. He gets a double kill. Pepe running all the way home. Irie, I think you died there, buddy. Did you? Yeah, he did. Pepe picked that up. So really, as the charts indicate, the Radiant got just a bit better from that. Well played. A proper exchange for both sides, but I'm looking at and Tekka, he's just enjoying it. UD forced to the inner forest to get some XP. He knows the rune is bought, and this could be a moment to go in. There's the Dragon Slave. No. This is it? No? Come on, buddy. Stun the creep? Okay. He's just gonna take the invis and walk away with it. Properly makes sense. Light strike. Okay. That made no sense. You should have light strike previously. Why take 2 hits? Whatever. Dual breath does not really connect, only the slow. And Lina, she's heading towards bot. She's looking at Divergent. Top lane, meanwhile, again, just a bloodbath and a sunstrike. Sees the deal on Zawad. Wow, so even though he's doing okay, conditional as a carry. No carry is actually doing too well in this sort of situation. Again, they spot out, they look at Irie. Where's the rate? The ice shard didn't connect properly. The ice pack, though, will work diligently to keep him away. UDTP's just in case, but again, he's wasting so much time. Tekka's already level 9, and I'm not even rapping this time. My god. I'm so cool. I feel so cool. UD being very, very inefficient right now. He needs to either ask for a gank or somehow take... What are these light strike arrays? They don't make sense at all. So they're asking for a pause. Cmok. Wait, is that Husker? No.
swapping the primary attribute on power chest to intelligence can give you a little extra mana. How about swapping it to agility so you can get a little bit of armor and a little bit of attack speed, huh?
What's wrong with that? What the hell, Valve? Why you gotta prioritize intelligence like that? Interesting. But ladies and gentlemen, again, in order to advance this series to game 3 and the final placement, Cmok needs to win this, and Go is being called, so let's check out the action. Meanwhile, bot lane Infinity, is he finally 6? Yes, he is. He's doing absolutely fine. Diverge. She's looking terrible, to be honest. And Smooth Gale. The Orb of Venom just pierced through. This is the moment you should go in. You should hit more, but he does have the Purifier. And meanwhile, up on top lane, they have to be wary of this. Oh, there is a shard, but he has the Impale and the Sandstorm, so he will be just... Need a Dust or a Sentry, none of which they are carrying at the moment, and they might go for the bounty. No, uncontested. So are we looking at 4 bounties here? Is that it? No, we're looking at 3. Substantial amount, which almost shifted the net worth exchange, but not too much. And UD, they block out UD's. It's here, but instead, Pepe, he fight that, but they are turning it around. And Tekka, he's cutting down UD. Fire, he's alive. Through all of this, somehow he is alive to tank the Vitality. For that, he doesn't have an armor. There's the meteor, and the meatball drops right there. The ice path. They take down Zawad as well. It's 3-0. Make it 4 nearly. To die. Irie looking for the freeze on the ice. Ooh, the ice will restrict his path of escape. Well done by Cmok. Beautifully placed and beautifully planned. UD with the proper vision on this side. He didn't see Tekka coming, and Tekka always just a few of UD to start playing right there. And this, in most cases, should be tower for Cmok. Defenses don't come in. He's taking his time to farm. Meanwhile, was that the correct decision? Who knows? Perhaps. I don't really see him coming in up on top to help. That might have been a bit too late. So smooth tower transition from that beautiful team fight into an objective. Well done. UD, he's looking to push out mid a bit. Meanwhile, up on north we have no. I don't actually know what Divergent is planning on doing. He's got a cloak. He's got a 4-step piled up. Oh, he has a hood, finally. Okay, alright, some progress. And Irie right now still leading the charts in terms of being carried, but Lifestealer, really want a Lifestealer to be on the same level of the net worth as a Husker? Gee, I really don't know, but I could be asking the same question to Husker, to be honest. These heroes... As a carry, potentially, you want to be ahead, and some of these heroes really, really need to be ahead. Heroes like Phantom Lancer, heroes like Slark, heroes like Husker, and Ember Spirit. And some of them, they're fine, and they played more depending on their ability. But Lifestealer, again, without the armlet, what does he really pose as a threat? You've got the Snowball, you've got all those magic piercing abilities, and this is what I was talking about. Perhaps would it go different if you were a Slark? I absolutely believe so. You would have a longer range and a variety to catch out people. You would be invulnerable most of the time because they can't cast single target spells on the uninitiated Shadow Dance, and I think Irie would have had a much better time with that. Regardless of that, moving on, let's look at Tekka. Does he have Scepter? Nearly. He's halfway through. 13 minutes in, perfectly reasonable with the Aquila and the Wand. There's the Alacrity, and the Tower Siege is on. No way to really prevent this. UD trapped in by the shard. They want to go in. Zal on the left flank lane. Might look for the epicenter, but he's the level there. And then with the Ice Banner, beautifully played. He's gonna be looking to blade all the way to hell. South comes in with the epicenter. Will not even need it. Fire. He's gonna drop as well. 3 down. Only for the case of UD, maybe 4, maybe no. It won't reach Blame Boy, but it's a perfect defense and a great swing once again. The tides of war have turned just by
defense, and they tower dive that so much. Why not get the objective and then move in? You should really scout out these places with the sigil of Tusker. And knowing that there's Omni-Knight in there who's got a repel, how can you still dive in like that? And now, really, this is the point you must be asking. Is this a wise decision? They come in with the snowball? No, not right at all. Meteor Hammer, who takes a lot of damage, in fact takes 2 out. Zawa's gone, Jakiro's gone. They might look for one more. Insanity's on the run, might go for a TP, but they spawn him out of the Sunstrike. Lets him go. And Pepe picks up another kill to his name. Again, another throw. It's literally a replica of what just happened right here. Diving all the way back up and just dying. Well, what is the need? Stay here, stay in, stay side. Do something with your objective, then the team fight. But back to square one, and the Untouchables, they take it. Meanwhile, UD, I would not go for Neos. Bad choice. Very bad choice. You've got Tusker plus Finch. A Shadowblade first item is the correct choice. In fact, you can keep up a Void Stone. Don't ever buy a staff first. It doesn't give you mana regen. And mana regen is very, very vital, ladies and gentlemen. That is how we farm as individuals. And as I say that, Tekka, Light Striker Ray, clearing those trees, nothing more than broken branches. And bot lane, meanwhile, got Ice Pad on Pep. Quite tanky, but still susceptible to fall. And meanwhile, Fire, he wants to go back. He is fighting. Pepe is down with the Gale. Zawa, no damage, not enough. UD comes in with the Laguna Blade. It's not enough. He needs to hit him with the Light Striker Ray, but he's taken out. He gets a double kill. The armlet toggle. Not worth any insanity. He wasn't there. He ran away. Yikes, buddy. Yeah. He didn't need to be there either. So again, Tekka. What the wait, what? Alright, whatever. He cleared the wave, got it done. Less productivity, but who cares? Ooh, that damage though. What you say? God help. What is that? Siege. My goodness. Meanwhile, Irie has the armlet as well, looking to work towards the Deso. And the climb is on fire. Is he going to jump? Has the phase. Iris is going to TP out. Swap in, no? Not enough time. Just escapes by the brink, and Iris sent all the way back home. If we look at the network chart, again, Iris still on top, which is pretty much a fabulous job despite, you know, going through such a rough lane. Every core has had a pretty difficult process in this game to reach their sustainable items, but Irie in specification has faced, the difficult times, man. Difficult times. Meanwhile, Oscar, he just took the armor. He's going straight for the BKB, and I've always seen him here. I always see him farming this camp. He loses HP in order to farm, and Lifestealer gains HP in order to farm. Open wounds, does he need it? Yep. Smooth, small, simple ideas. And what else do we have? Meanwhile, bot lane, just a bit of trickery from both sides. Insanity, though, can feel the slow. The vigil is there, and this must annoy the shit out of him. Please micro this. Please don't let it die. That's like 90 gold. Oh, timed out! Woo! Insanity! Greed imprisons us all, my brother. But as I say that, perhaps UD finally finishes up the Yules. I would really love a BKB plus a Scepter. I mean, a Shadowblade plus a Scepter that would bolster his ranks up real high. But the Dire in general are doing quite okay. Radiant has mostly, and the Dire, I would say, Irie. The two standouts of both sides. Tekka, high mountain, he's doing absolutely fantastic. And this is his time. Scepter, primetime Poker is already making its way with the cooldown and everything. Now it's just the damage efficiency from most of his abilities. That's all that's left to Voker. But once you get Scepter, the main play truly starts. It truly just starts. Irie pushing on top. He has Rage. He knows he can't be impeded unless Tusker or Veg is present in the evident area. But they are not. Top lane is an easy giveaway, and the fortification is way too late. Forge Spirit looks badass. Insanity? It makes sense. Okay, so I charge just to scout the way. They should have a ward. Meanwhile, Tekka, he's focused on taking the tower, giving Husker all the damage he can with the attack speed. Smooth tier 1 transactions. But Pepe, TP's up top, Tusker as well. And Irie maybe looking in for a kill, but instead, yes, UD heals them up with Light Circle Ray. Laguna and the Dragon Slayer, an easy kill, might go for 2, but no poison, no way, the detector to this, and it's a double kill! He lets his armlet go, and as I say that, Infinity up on bot, he takes up a kill on the Tusker. Wow. That armlet toggle though. Good Jesus fire. You just cost your team the fight. It was quite terrible, to be honest. That was horrendous. I go get my phone because that shit was horrendous, mate. Now, as we transgress forward, I just like to note that the late game of both teams are fairly efficient, to be honest. Both sides are threatening in their own way, but I would have to give the slight advantage to the Radiant, I think, personally. But it's so close, it's razor sharp, because both styles have a distinctive play style. As I say that, Infinity uses himself. What? Face walked in with the Angel and the Rebel. Absolutely 0 damage. This man is invulnerable. Keep in mind they're doing everything they can to stop at the point. Infinity will gain a shelter. Good timing by his abilities. Proper timing. Is that what? He's in the way they do want to stun him up. So, Flame Boy, he's absolutely gone with the blade as well. And now UD with the fire is taking way too much damage. Even though at the armor top left, he's being forced out to Sanctuary. And there it is. This one doesn't get to everybody. They only need Nate. UD's dead. Irie's making the mistake, and they are freaking more Wolfsbane. It should have been a chase. Weird. So they only get a Lina from that and a Sand King. In the end, not bad. Not bad. They didn't lose fire. And he is closing in on the BKB, so this is a huge nuisance. Irie does have the Desolator, and he wants to change in Yasha. Maybe he could go for a Manta at this point, or a Shadow Blade. Good idea. FBI guy, where are you? Where are you, FBI guy? As I said, that Zawa, he does have his dagger, but not much impact on the Sand King, to be honest, because there's not much to do. Unless you catch the prime time there, which is the Evoker at this point. I really don't believe that you are safe in general. And it's just constant ping out that they're saying that Roshan is being done. We have to do something about it. And the Radiant, they take their time. No, in fact, they're going to blaze out. Irie, up on north. Okay, Zawad, alright, this is the engagement they're looking for. Blink in, nobody's present. Absolutely nobody in sight. And they're just playing Ring of Roses around Roshan. Radiant, they can force this, but the Radiant side, they have an advantage. Perhaps moving around this side or moving the mid lane is much more easier. And though bottom lane is further away from Roshan, another smoke. In fact, they see him. This is perfect timing. They go in and they catch the Evoker. Finally, this they're looking for. But the snowball. It's a perfect and he can get out. He's just gonna survive by the end of his he swapped out himself, but no! The wrong swap! The swap now can kill the buyback, they're on their way. And fire, left up. One insanity, armor crippled completely, and they get another kill. Divergent, they're looking on top of that as well. This might be a 4 down. UD, the only with the subject is it gonna connect? No! Just a bit off the mark. Could have been a wipe, but at huge cost. They have Roshan now. That will compensate team fight for a bit, and they need to take the mid. This will work. This is a better choice, absolutely. They know that they won't let the catch happen the second time or it's over. But the Aegis, Immortality, Tekka, he has it. But the swap was absolutely horrendous. He didn't need to do that. I don't know why. He wouldn't have died. I really think he would have died. But that swap was very, very weird. Made no sense. And boy, beautiful snowball. That did really save Volker for a while. Helped the catch, no doubt. I just punched him. Why don't you punch the miniature one? Why would you punch the big one? What the fuck? I don't know. That's questionable. That was questionable at least. You should have picked up the haste instead. They know. Insanity on the chase, looking for the punch. No, not there yet. UD, beautiful snowball, catches him perfectly, and now he just does that. Oh no! But it's dead. You're stunned up, buddy. How is this so terrible? But UD, he's about to fall into immortality. That's gonna work insanity. He's there by himself. The flames will drench him to despair. Meanwhile, mid lane, Irie, you don't have a TP. The Gale is throwing you down. You have 4 steps. They have to trace him. And Irie, he knows. Please don't talk to me ever again. You really fucking missed that. You missed that, didn't you? He got there's the rage. Wants to go over the open wood. He blinks up north. The force body is there's the pipe. But Irie knows he can't dwell on this any longer. The life still there it is. Not enough damage. But he is gonna have to fall. And Wolfsbane, you've turned into the final victim. Acceptance of his defeat. They need to push down man. A beautiful team wipe and Untouchables. They look to slate this out 2-0. Despite the buybacks, they did it properly. They came back resiliently. It takes faith to have those buybacks. Like, it legitimately takes faith to have those buybacks, because when you die like that, you wonder, hey, shall we just forfeit the team fight? Yeah, but they did it. They did it. They bought back right. They had the tower nearby, and they just jumped, waltzed into that team fight, knowing that this is the opportunity that they can kill. Everything has been exhausted, and it was perfect, pitch perfect. The Aegis was also done. Tekka, he's getting a Lincoln's, if I'm correct. Yes. Well played by him thus far, although a bit sloppy. It was a bit weird what he did with the tornado. I think he messed up with the combination, but happens to the best of us, so no worries. Right now he's been on top of his game. Good performances all around. UD meanwhile just short of that stature, to be honest. Mostly because I would say the Shadowblade early would have done a lot of work. Yeah, the UF Sand King, they will carry sentries, but not enough in the early game stages. So the Eels, it didn't get you much kills anyways, right? Now, what did it really save you from? Anything? I don't think so. The Eels doesn't save you from Snowball, doesn't save you from VS, doesn't save you from Volker, really, unless the Tornado combo is the only thing you're keeping in mind. But yeah, why not get a Shadowblade and play the pick-off style early game, starting off that momentum? That is the wrong choice thus far. Now you have to get a BKB. It's the first option. Okay, he's stunned up. No, the Snowball. But he's in no man's land. Rainbow, beautiful disconnect with the poison over and he survives. He can't because he found the medium hammer, does drop an Irie. He's on the chase. He looks to dig it on top plate. Oh, sorry, up here. The Venomous Gale is going to do the proper work. He's being heavily guided. Zawa thinks the Suns will heal up a bit. UD on the backline through there. The Ampin and everyone is not waving in right now. Finally takes it down. It's full got Tekla by himself. There's an evil. He needs a tornado. Light Strike Array, well done on his side, but what else do you have left to counter with Ice the Ghost Bug? You can't see him. I can't see him. What kind of bug is this? Where is he? Alright, he's moving towards UD. Just scouting. Just scouting. Light Strike Array, what?
Beautiful.
What? Why can't I see the radio? Gentlemen, beautiful team fight by Cmok. They take it, and the net worth, it does swing quite a bit. The advantage has been thrown into their hands, but beautiful relay of that fight. I will be RCing. Hold on.